Hey, it's Anastasia, and today we're diving straight into unsaturated digital products for Etsy. Actual products that are making sales right now, yet barely anyone is talking about them. Plus, I will show you my exact workflow for quickly validating what will sell using Etsy research tools. Let's start with number 7, recipe templates. These sell year-round on Etsy, but most sellers just offer a single page. What I recommend you do differently is bundle them with extras like a meal planner template, a shopping list, or a recipes to try tracker page. And you should always make sure that you have this word bonus on the main product image, so people choose your listing when they scroll through Etsy research results. When I search these on Etsy and I check the reviews for them, I can often see buyers specifically mention that they love the bonus pages. That tells me that bundling works great for conversions. Next up, animal clip art bundles. If you want another bestseller that's evergreen at the same time, try animal clip art, especially done in quirky or watercolor styles. Crafters, teachers, and even other Etsy sellers buy these bundles for some classroom materials or sticker designs. The unsaturated approach is to go super niched. Think, for example, watercolor safari friends clip art. This listing made over $1,100 just last month. Or this one, watercolor teddy bears clip art. This listing is only 2 months old, and last month it already made over $800 and it's only growing. If you look down, Everbee extension will show us the keywords that they're targeting with this listing, and they have quite a few low competition keywords like Grand Millennial PNG, Plush Toy PNG, Heritage Clip Art, and a few more. To create these images, you can use AI tools and then offer them in 3 file formats: PNG, SVG, and EPS. This will get you more happy customers because a lot of people who will buy this from you will want to use them commercially, and they will need to be able to customize the images. Okay, this next one is actually really fun. Tumbler wrap PNGs. If you're not familiar with this, they're basically designs that people use to customize their water bottles, Stanley cups, things like that. And this niche is trending like crazy right now. When I looked at the data on Everbee, I found this listing, for example, that is 5 months old with over 50 sales already, and it made over $200 last month only, and it's added to 20 carts. So people are clearly buying this. But now what makes Tumbler wraps work so well is that they're super beginner friendly to create. You don't need to be a professional designer because a lot of sellers are using AI image generators to come up with trendy aesthetics. You just need to pay attention to what's trending on TikTok and Pinterest because that's where a lot of these aesthetic trends actually start. If you can spot what's popular and then create a Tumbler wrap around that style, there is a better chance that your listing will get found and make sales. By the way, if you want to also easily spot digital product ideas like these before everyone else, one way is to spend hours in manual research and mostly trial and error. This used to be the way, but I prefer using a shortcut. Everbee Chrome extension, who kindly sponsored this part of the video. It has a free version, so you just need to use your email to create an account, sign up using the link below, and if you want to try the full functionality, you could upgrade later at any time. As you've seen, I'm actually using it all the time throughout the video anyway, and because with their Etsy research tool, you get instant access to sales numbers, to keyword demand, and competition scores for every niche. So instead of guessing, you base your products on what shoppers are already searching for and buying on Etsy. For example, you can track search volume and see which product types are trending. This is how you can instantly validate your idea, or you can pivot before you waste any time designing something. This Black Friday, Everbee is ending the struggle for good. Forget the confusing tutorials and the products that don't sell. Everbee combined the #1 product research tool with the master blueprint for success. It's the ultimate shortcut to the first consistent sales. Sign up through the link in the description below to be the first to know when it's available. Alright, back to the product list because there are even more untapped ideas left. The next one is Etsy product listing mockups. People mostly think about mockups when they sell mugs or t-shirts, but you actually need good-looking mockups even if you sell digital products. Sellers of worksheets, checklists, and even wedding planners also need beautiful scene mockups to help their products shine. And I found here one of the best sellers in this category, and the bundle made over $1,100 last month and almost $8,000 in total since it was listed on Etsy. And I can also check here that they target a bunch of low competition keywords like Etsy listing images, Etsy thumbnails, Etsy product images, and Canva listing mockup. You can also niche down and make templates specifically for Canva users and narrow down to digital planners and journals, like this listing that made over $1,200 last month and close to $10,000 since it was listed on Etsy. Alright, so the next one is Frame TV art. This is a little bit different than regular printable wall art. Frame TV art is basically a digital file that people download and they use it as a screensaver for their smart TVs, like Samsung Frame TVs or other brands that have that feature where the TV looks like it's displaying artwork when it's not in use. I found the listing only 7 months old and it had already 88 orders. Last month alone, it earned over $480. So clearly, people are searching for this type of product. The reason Frame TV art works so well right now is because it's still relatively unsaturated compared to regular wall art. And what I love about this product is that you can create these files pretty easily using Canva, Photoshop, or even AI image generators. Here, for example, I've done some image generations on Freepik. But you just need to make sure that your file is in the right size for these TVs, usually something like 3840 by 2160 pixels. And because people want their home decor to match the seasons or current trends, you can create bundles for holidays, for different color schemes, or even gallery wall sets with 10 or more coordinating designs. That's exactly what the top sellers are doing right now, and it's working really well for them. Now, the next product is digital paper or digital patterns. These have exploded thanks to crafters, scrapbookers, and teachers who are using them as backgrounds for their projects. But what's working these days is being hyper-specific. Instead of spring florals, in general, you should try something more specific like autumn vintage woodland backgrounds. See, this listing makes about $200 per month and already earned over $2,000 in total. You can use Canva to quickly test what buyers like and offer variations like seamless patterns or editable files. And as a bonus tip here, I can suggest that you always add a licensing note for small business use to boost your conversions. Okay, so this next one is called printable budget planners. This niche is pretty competitive, but if you can get specific with your audience, you can actually stand out really well. So instead of just making a generic budget planner that tries to appeal to everybody, think about who specifically needs this. Are you making it for parents who are trying to budget for their kids' activities? Or what about freelancers who have irregular income? Or maybe students who are budgeting for the first time in life? Even couples who are planning a wedding and they need to track their spending together. When you niche down like that, your listing speaks directly to that person, and they're way more likely to buy it from you. So when I look at Etsy, I see budget trackers selling like crazy. Some of these sellers are making over $1,000 a month from just one listing. And these are passive sales. They created the spreadsheet once, they listed it, and now it sells over and over again without them having to do anything. To create these budget planners, Google Sheets and Excel are your best friends. But what I love about these tools is that you don't have to be a spreadsheet wizard to make something that looks really professional. You can even use AI tools like Claude or ChatGPT to help you build the formulas, and honestly, it could even generate the whole thing for you from scratch. Just tell it what you're trying to calculate and you can then get the result in different formats, and then all you need to do is learn how to prompt your AI assistant properly. Just make sure to include sections for tracking income, breaking down expense categories, setting savings goals, and here is the important part. Add visual elements like progress bars or simple charts. When someone can actually see their progress visually, it's way more motivating than just looking at the numbers. That's what keeps people coming back to use your planner month after month. Now, you can tell me, well, all this sounds great, but how do I get traffic to my products? My answer would be look at Pinterest as a free traffic source. If you want to learn how to get more Pinterest traffic to your Etsy store for free, I will link my video up there, and I'll see you in the next one.